matches New Zealand have played, even Sri Lanka 36, Bangladesh 32, Australia 28, and 6 of them have come in quick succession. So I'm a little bit concerned that other players developed enough for these type of conditions, or conditions in Australia are a little bit too flat in surfaces, so when the ball spins or hits seam and moves away, they struggle, and that's why they've had to rotate that in the order. So hopefully Australia, in the build-up to the next World Cup, they'll play more. And hopefully senior players will start injecting themselves into those contests, just to give a bit of stability with this ODI side.
You always look for the right combination which the team management, the selectors believe can work for them. Even if you look at Bangladesh, Saif Hassan was in for the first ODI. That's a shot. That is a very good shot. Really, he needed to bother to run even, because he knew the moment it left the bat, it was going to the boundary, nowhere else.
Oh, it's a lovely feeling when you do that. Short, wide, not a great delivery, and he got exactly what it deserved.
They've managed to pick up boundaries. I think that is actually gone in their favor. Yes, they have lost 2 wickets, but at this stage they already have 50% of the boundaries in terms of the fours. The Bangladesh made 22 fours compared to 11. At this stage, 11 already for Australia. And it certainly releases the pressure. But I think it's more important when it comes to losing wickets, where you're looking and watching out for the ones that good deliveries. You don't have to go and express yourself against the better deliveries. You need to have that kind of mindset to read the situation and read the line and lens, and then you play accordingly. 7 in that over. After 10, 63 for 2. There's the best power play for Australia in this series. 53 for 2 Bangladesh. 10 runs ahead. First power play done. And it's about partnership. Remember, Bangladesh did lose an early wicket, and then they were partnership with 3 down also quite quickly. But even after losing that early wicket, they did add the second wicket, added 50 plus. And that's what Australia will be looking forward to from this pair especially.
Yeah, I've mentioned a couple of times throughout this series that Alex Carey has been the player that the Australian team has relied heavily on, whether it be in the Test format or even in the ODI format. Remember, for those that don't know, he actually played Australian football, AFL, for a number of years. So was out of the game and then came back in. Well controlled in the end, so it did kick up quite uncomfortably. There must be something about this 6 feet 2 inches, 3 inches bowlers that Bangladesh possess. Look at that. Just rise up. And it's well controlled in the end. Could have gotten quite nasty for Carey. research on Shoreful and trying to understand his background. And I was reading a lovely article about the fact that he would ride his bike, I think, 30 minutes to where electricity in the next town.
Get more done with Gemini, your everyday AI assistant. Handle work with ease, from deep research and brainstorming.
Saw Mustafa Fazur Rahman, and he said, that's what I want to do. And it's kind of cool now that he gets to share the same field with him.
A dream come true. Keep dreaming. Dreams do come true. Yeah, excellent find for Bangladesh also. He gets his first opportunity here and he picks up 2 wickets. It just shows the hunger for players who are not getting opportunities, waiting for the chances to get into the 11, and when they do, someone like Musaddiq Hussain, you can't keep him out, can you? 86 in the first ODI, 50 again today. That's my spot. I'm not giving it away to anyone. And that's what has been happening from Bangladesh. It'll go the top edge, not in control, but it'll still take it. It's a boundary.
Yeah, the extra bounce that these tall, fast Bangladesh bowlers possess. Not the same speed like Ahid Rana, probably about 10 kilometres a little slower, but that bounce makes it very uncomfortable. While Cooper Connolly has been brought up in Western Australia and bouncy, fast tracks, he's used to playing short pitch delivery. Nothing with this kind of height trajectory.
We talk about short pitch deliveries and getting used to playing on tracks which bounce and pace. So hit that towards the mid-wicket area. We'll pick up a couple of runs. 7 in that over. After 11, Australia 70 for 2.
Australia need 205 runs off the 39 overs. Connolly has got himself in this time. This was about the similar time that he departed in the first ODI. He'll be wanting to ensure he goes on. Partnership 30 off 39 as well. Duskin Ahmed bowled 2 overs in his first spell, went for 19.
Oh, what a catch! What a reaction! Jammu Sarkar has taken a blinder. Then they're loving it in the stands.
Yeah, school kids have come in to watch and cheer. Duskin Ahmed comes in, having been hit a fair bit in his first spell, gets it right, covering that crucial position. What a catch, good reflex catch as well. Sumar Saka Carey, unfortunately, has to depart for 8. The Australians in a little bit of trouble now, 70 for 3.
everywhere, hasn't he? Now he's coming at number 5. He was 7 last game where he picked up a 50. 63 innings, closing in on 2,000 runs. Batted number 3 in the first game. That's exactly what we were talking about, Lisa, a little while earlier.
Yeah, they decided to put him down the order to protect him from the ball moving around. This is the reason why he's here. Just moving away from Carey, who was trying to hit it on the up. Actually found the middle of the bat, but unfortunately found the middle of the hands of Soma Saka as well. Yeah, disappointed. You hate it when you find the middle of the bat and you have to go out. It's just not fair sometimes, cricket. But Bangladesh are up and about because they're able to affect breakthroughs. Just when the Australians are looking like consolidating, they find a way. Marnus, what can he do? Can he relax? Can that top half work for him? It did in the last ODI.
Fielding has been an integral part, and they've been very good. Terrific catch, and then a good piece of fielding from ODI to stop that ball go past him. Struck nicely, really struck nicely. Yes, it was in the air. The reaction. Oh, it's a left-hander. It's a one-handed catch. Brilliant. Magnificent. You cannot believe it. Shanto.
Yeah, one thing for young kids to remember, he goes with 2 hands because that's the biggest surface area, and then realises, oh no, it's escaping me even further. And then it just sticks in that left hand. So excellent catch. But the key thing was he moved in a good direction, opened up the hips, went with 2 hands, and he had eyes on the prize all the way.
Off the mark. Askin coming back his second spell, picks up the wicket. What about him? What a good series he's had. Sadiq Hussain. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Players getting their opportunity, no matter how long you've missed it for. We spoke about Shuriful Islam. You've seen how hungry these players have been, waiting for their chances. Good shot. Again, good fielding. It's been a really good display of fielding here and catching from Bangladesh.
Yeah, the skipper leading the way. And this is the other aspect of an ODI, a test, even more so in T20 cricket, is the fielding. Can you keep building pressure through excellent fielding, creating the dots, building that? It's so important. Comes around the wicket for the last ball. $71 for 3.
Change of winds for Mahdi Hassan. None for 7 in the first 2 overs that he bowled. Yes, no bit of a misunderstanding, but no damage done. The school kids sure of the school. Beautiful color. Red and the chairs are green. The national colors. Just a touch short. The required run is under 5.5 runs in an over. It's important that whenever there is any opportunity, you go pick those singles. It does make a difference. On out boundary will help also, but singles very important.
Yeah, Mahdi bowls at that quicker pace, doesn't he? Predominantly in the 90 kilometres an hour. Really firing it in. That's why he's the frontline off-spin bowler in the T20 side, which will play an important role as we go to Tottenham. But his job right now is just to build the pressure. Obviously, ideally, he'd like to be bowling to the left-hander more than the right-hander. He gets an opportunity now.
Yeah, once you keep on rotating the strike, remember there is also the left and right in combination in the middle. So as a bowler, you need to change your line and length straight away when there's a single. So it's been good. They've now managed to pick up 4 singles in this over. For ball, you saw him coming down the wicket, pulls the length back. Dot to finish after 13, 75 for 3. Yeah, always great to see kids coming over. Watch their heroes. Belong to a Shorovi school. Shorovi is a faith built on the belief that every child deserves hope, dignity, and future. Founded in 1979, it has been transforming lives across Bangladesh through education, empowerment, and care for the underprivileged, from street children to rural communities. Drifting down the leg side, most likely off the pad. Is it going to go all the way? Oh, great stuff! Great piece of fielding. Tanveer Islam. Probably a check. I think he's done really good here.
This is the fielding effort that we've spoken about. Every inch counts. Yeah, he does a wonderful effort. Lands heavily on that left arm and shoulder, so let's hope he hasn't done any damage. But yeah, the school kids, they were certainly very happy. Why wouldn't they be? get to come to the cricket. Obviously get out of school as well. Sounds like my perfect day.
Yeah, Shoruvi continues to light the path of opportunity. Truly, where there is faith, there is love, and where there is Shoruvi, there is a change. You're playing it late. Good work. They've been impressive. Remember, Bangladesh batting came through, but today they're fielding a sharp, very sharp.
Yeah, 16 deliveries since the last boundary for the Australians. Marnus Labuschagne just trying to look to run it down to third, get off strike, give the strike to Cooper Connolly. He's 41 off 44, whereas Labuschagne has struggled of late, 3 off 8. The pressure just keeps building. Does he want to move around the crease? Does he want to take an extra risk?
Maintaining a good line and length apart from that one that drifted down the leg side, Taskin Ahmed. The batters in the middle will need to look at where they stand at the moment in terms of how many runs in how many overs. The required run rate is still less than 5.5 runs in an over. I know it's still a long way to go. What Australia don't want to see is lose another wicket here. Connolly has been impressive. He's doing his part from the other end. Beats him outside the off stump, and he thinks there might be something on the bat. Nope.
Yeah, good line, good length. Honing in and zeroing in on that fourth stump line. And the length there not quite right for the front foot, unsure to go on the back foot. So in the end, just pokes and prods at the ball, and luckily for Marnus, doesn't get something on it.
Yeah, when you're not picking up the length, then you get stuck on your crease, don't you? As a batter, and that's where the trouble starts. You have to be absolutely sure whether to be on the back foot or onto the front foot. Better this time around. 78 for 3.
Here, the third ODI, Bangladesh 61 for 2. At this point in time, after 14 overs, Australia in terms of runs, 17 ahead, but they've lost one extra wicket, and that's what might count. Started off with a bang, getting quick runs, and then the loss of 2 wickets at 40 really pegged them back, and losing another one at 70. Bangladesh have kept on pegging away, and it has paid off. Despite the domination early on, Bangladesh are virtually on even terms now. Going to be Tanvir Islam replacing Mahdi Hassan. Quicker, but nicely played away into the deep for a single. Very good afternoon to Braddock.
Good afternoon, Shamim. Australia, slightly better position than what we've seen throughout the whole ODI series here in Dhaka. Connolly has been sensational today. Labuschagne, very good in the last game. He followed that up.
Yeah, he needed to come into runs, which he did, as you mentioned, in the previous game, but he's had a bit of a struggle. Marnus Labuschagne, 3 runs of 12 deliveries. Hasn't really looked the confident self that he was